Hello and welcome to another MCO update on Bitcoin. Yeah, just a quick update here. The Bitcoin chart is currently consolidating still above this micro support area I shared with you. It's between 109K and 110.5K. Trend remains up in the short term. We're holding at the same time below the previous breakout points, or let's say below the previous swing highs rather. Here around 112K pretty much. Yeah. So consolidating just between micro support and the 138% extension. So it's a sideways consolidation pattern. As explained in the last video, the move to the upside from the Thursday low so far only in 3 waves. So could be a diagonal pattern in this 5th wave, but it hasn't followed through. So we might still be in some kind of a flat correction here. The micro pattern in a 4th wave, or let's say rather the wave count within the correction, especially in a 4th wave, is really not important. What is more important is to understand what are the levels that really need to hold to keep this uptrend alive. But it's not only that. Yes, the levels, but also please understand that we are here on the 5-minute chart, okay? If you're interested in the bigger picture, check out the last video that gave you, like, let's say a more larger time frame, more of a larger time frame view, yeah? But the overall idea is we're holding above this box. As long as we do that, above 109K specifically, the market should reach the next, you could say, milestone target area here on the smaller time frame in the 114 to 115K area. Any break below, I think, could maybe lead to a mini fallout among leveraged traders and might just simply lead to a retest of the previous lows around 106K or even 104K. So in that area here, it would not be bearish. It might just lead to a short-term dip like this one here that we had on Wednesday, which was also like a mini dip, but that would not necessarily be bearish. Could just be a healthy flushing out of leveraged traders, which is needed at some point. Yeah, better to do this step by step and not have a major crash, right? So overall, pretty stable uptrend. It still does look, however, a little bit messy, which I think is normal on the smaller time frame. I mean, we know that, right? Crypto, highly volatile, and then on the smaller time frames, you get quite a bit of volatility. So overall, I've also sketched out here, as you know, the pathway towards 130K, which has remained my target for quite some time now. I think it's been my target already years ago, 130K. Specifically focused on it in more detail since October, November, because we are now in the late stages, I believe, of the bull market. That message, that narrative hasn't changed over recent months. Someone messaged earlier today on X and said, "Look, you said the bull market is over, and now we're going higher." Well, I never said the bull market is over, right? Don't know, you guys. If you read the updates and if you watch the videos, then you guys know that the bull market was not yet over, or at least there was no evidence for it. But then again, some people only watch a video here and there and then forget or whatever. But yeah, no, I always wait basically until really levels break before we can confirm a top. So that's why the support area in March, April was more of a turnaround space, a support area. It was an opportunity. A lot of people got scared and confirmed the top already, right? Before actually support broke. But no, 130K unchanged. You could say the analysis hasn't changed since November, December. Yeah. Surely the micro patterns shift, but that's part of the game, right? The chart moves. We can only try to understand what the market is doing by giving it some structure. Yeah. Giving us some structure in the chaos. But overall, I think, it's working out quite well. We are getting closer to my 130K target. Overall, we're getting closer. The closer we get, the higher the risk that really the bull market completes. Yeah, sooner than later. Don't have any evidence for that, and I would prefer further upside continuation. But please note that a break below 109K might lead to a mini flush, but would not necessarily be super bearish. Could just lead to a dip and then another continuation of the uptrend as we had it on Wednesday. So that's just a quick update. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.